Good morning, goddesses. Good morning, good morning. Let's lower this a little bit. Hi, you guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday, July 15th. How we doing today? How are we feeling? I am feeling pretty good today. Welcome to Intuitive Stretch Live. If you're watching the replay, welcome back. Yes, good morning, everybody. Let's get this chat going. Buenos dias. Good morning. Woke up today feeling like a nice little 4. Yes, buenos dias. All right, you guys. I'm taking a sip off my little coffee. Serge has been waking up every morning asking, good morning, Cha-Cha. Has been asking for a café cubano every single day. Represent the Cuban community. All right, you guys. So today, Cha-Cha, I'm sleepy at 3.5. Okay, good to know. Good to know, because yesterday, a little bit today too, but yesterday I was like, why am I so exhausted? Energetically, I was like, oh. And I really didn't do much. Yesterday I did a lot. Today I'm exhausted. Also, Cha-Cha, you're pregnant. Like, you are excused from everything. You yes to everything you say. And you're I wish you guys, those of you watching the live, obviously, but also the replay, I wish you can see Cha-Cha in full action. My mom was commenting, she saw some pictures of the pop-up that we did, and she was like, oh my God, is that Cha-Cha? Is that the one you were talking about? That she's pregnant, but she doesn't even look pregnant. You would never know unless she turned to the side. I'm like, yes. She's like, look at her go. I can't even do 305, and she's doing 305 pregnant. I'm like, she's an icon to all of us. Caitlin, tweaked my wrist, so feeling 3-ish. Oh no. Ew. Okay. So we're gonna take care of that wrist. Also, be very careful today, Caitlin. Obviously, while we're stretching, any weight on it, you don't want to put any weight on it, or at least very little amount of weight, especially throughout your day, right? Obviously, consult your doctor, your therapist, consult yourself first. But be very gentle and careful with your wrist. Maybe you want to support it today, maybe wrap it. And try not to use it as much, even if you have to, try not to. Maybe this is a time, what's interesting, if it's on your writing hand, then this is a fun day to practice activating the opposite side of the brain. You can see it that way. If it's on the opposite arm or hand that you don't use very often, then that's cool too, because then that means you don't really have to use it much. So there's a pro in it all, right? I'm sorry though that you are dealing with that though, but I'm glad that your health is good, is great. All right, Gabby. Hi, Gabby. Buenos dias. Come on, hair. She cut her hair. Gabby cut her hair. First of all, I don't know if I read that correctly with your caption. I think I read that you cut it yourself and then you went somewhere and you're like, okay, then I styled it. Can we talk about that? You're so fierce. My God. Yes, I love that. She's doing good. Say again.
It was like here, and then I just cut it all the way.
I'm obsessed with that. I'm also obsessed with the fact that you spoke out, because today is the throat chakra. So thank you so much. I love that. Yes, we're all brujis on here, guys. We're all like witches, which has a bad connotation, like the word witch and stuff, still into this day, which is crazy. But we are. This is why the divine feminine is real. We are here to help the world and ourselves. Gabby says she's doing good. She's like a 3.9. I love that. Caitlin says it's left. Okay, cool. Wait, so is left your writing hand? Also, Gabby says that cutting her own hair was very cathartic. Oh my God, for real. All I can think of was Britney Spears. And when people think of Britney Spears, we have this like bad perception of like, she went crazy. And it's like, not really. There's a practice in my culture, also Cuban culture, you may know this, that shaving your head off is just a limpieza. It's just cleansing, cleaning. And like, hashtag free Britney, for real. Free everyone. Free Kua. But yes, so cool. Good for you. Caitlin says that it's not her writing hand. Okay, great. This is great, Caitlin. This means that you can just kind of chill out throughout the day. Maybe take it easy today, Caitlin, honestly. And you know what? If anyone gives you shit for it, then honestly, Yes, today's the throat chakra. We are talking about the throat chakra. We are healing. We are exploring the throat chakra. So maybe today's a day and you got to stand up for yourself and you're going to be like, well, I can't do much today. So that's that. And I'm going to take care of my arm and my hand and my wrist and myself and my psyche. Because sometimes we get into stuff and then we're like pressured for things. And now we're not only working with like the injury or what we're dealing with, but now we're thinking about how we can be there for others and not attending to things. And it's like, that's a psychological, emotional thing. So take it easy. I'm sending you so many peaceful vibes. Peace, peace, peace. Tomorrow's another day. Today is today. Focus on today. It was the full moon and my hair was full of heavy energy. Gabby says. I love that. Okay, amazing. All right, you guys. So as I said today, welcome to Intuitive Stretch Live. If you're watching the replay, welcome back. Yes, I love that you're watching and I love that you're doing this at your own time. But those of you watching here on live, love you so much. Thank you so much for carving out space and time for yourselves. We are doing this together. Today we're exploring the throat chakra. And like I said before, we have done the root. We have worked through the sacral, the solar, the heart last class. And today we are finally here at the throat chakra. The throat chakra, all right, is the color blue hue blue, all right, blue. All right, so if today you are working, I guess, in conjunct with today's message, the throat, maybe bring in some blue in your life, right? Wear it, color, eat it, see it, you know, just to activate it. And so the throat has a lot to do with, yes, speaking your truth, but it also has a lot to do with listening. A lot to do with listening. So I'd like for you to right now just think about where you lie on the spectrum of having freedom of speech and freedom of say and having full range, right? In that side of things where you get to speak your truth. You have no problem speaking for others. You have no problem defending others. You have no problem for, you know, just telling yourself the truth, just overall, just blah, 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 talking, communicating. And then on the other spectrum, of the side of the spectrum, right? Not being able to speak your truth, not being able to stand up for yourself and others. Also not being able to listen on this side, but being able to always almost listen too much without being able to say. So where do you fall, right? And there's nothing wrong with how you fall in that spectrum. It's just observation. It's information for yourself so that you can know how to maybe explore this a little bit so that you can find yourself back into that center 0 point, okay? For me personally, I have no problem speaking, as you can see, as you know, right? I have no problem with listening as well, but I would say that I can spend more time in stillness. That's just my truth. I can spend more time in stillness. I can spend more time listening. Absolutely. All right. Which is very interesting because of the cards that came out today. All right. So we are going to dive in today. Make sure you have some water nearby. You don't need anything else but your beautiful cells. We're going to do a couple stretches today with a couple of affirmations as always. Just make sure that you are in your sanctuary. Make sure that we are away from any noise, external noise, and let's bring up the internal, all right? So take a couple of seconds here to see how you're feeling. If you'd like, we can go ahead and get started. If you have some sage with you, let's go ahead and begin smudging. As always, find your smudge practice in your own unique way. Happy July 15th, 2021, you guys. Happy Thursday. How will you experience your day today? And let's take a moment here as we sage, and smudge, let's go ahead and activate the throat. Let's start right away. So you can do this in your own unique way. You can go ahead and hum. If you have a tune that you just can't get out of your head, go ahead and hum it out. If you want to say om, if you want to say a word, an affirmation as you're smudging, cleanse, cleanse, sana, sana, whatever you want to do in these next 30 seconds, go ahead and activate that throat. Sometimes I forget to smudge my feet. My feet have been hurting a little bit today, so. Beautiful, my friends. No rush whatsoever. Please continue taking your time. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and grab that tea light of yours. You can go ahead and light your flame. Light your light, you guys. Your external one, but more so your internal one. Yes, your internal one. Go ahead and set your intention today. Let's go ahead and set our intentions, Bruhis, intuitives, empaths, sensitive souls, the divine feminine, also divine masculine, because we consist of both. Yes. My intention today is for you to remember and to know that you have full range and freedom to speak your truth here and now and forever. You have full range and freedom to speak your truth. And so it is. And so it is. Beautiful, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into our breath work today. And we're gonna do things just a little different. That's all. Considering that today is the throat chakra, we are going to be taking those deep breaths. We're also going to be chanting a little bit. So we're going to do a little Om practice. We'll do that 3 times. We'll begin with the breath work. We're going to bring our focus and we're going to do a little bit of Reiki, because I believe that everyone on planet Earth has the ability to heal and has the ability to heal self. All right. You just have to believe. As ironic as it is growing up, right, with the Disney movies, you have to believe. Faith, right? We walk by faith, not by sight. The messages are all there. It's very real. So we're going to go ahead and open up, expand our heart, expand our minds, expand and heal and activate the throat chakra. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position. Even if that means laying down, if that means sitting up, if that means leaning against the wall to make sure that back is nice and long. We're going to go ahead and close our eyelids so that way we can silence the external, right? Not detach from it completely because it is a part of us, but just silence it. Find that comfortable position. Take those inhales and exhales. Start to listen to your breath. Maybe you're making sounds with that breath, right? You can listen to the breath, which is the voice of your soul. So big inhale, big exhale. And as we're taking these deep breaths, I'd like for you to try a different breathing technique. And this technique, this sounds like the waves in the ocean. We're going to keep our mouths closed, or I should say our teeth joint. It's almost like while you exhale, right? That same intention of exhaling with your mouth open and making sound, you're going to attempt that, but with your teeth joint. So if you'd like to listen, it can sound like this. Those are deep inhales, deep exhales. And you can feel the exhale, the wind passing through your teeth, outside, from your mouth, through your teeth as you exhale. And you can feel that vibration in the back of your throat. Take a couple of those deep breaths at your own pace. Attempt it, try it. And whether you fall on the spectrum of being able to speak and communicate and share your truth with yourself and others, or whether you fall on the spectrum of not being able to speak your truth, right? Or falling on the spectrum of being able to listen, or falling on the spectrum of not being able to listen in stillness. You're gonna ask yourself, communicate with yourself in your mind, in your heart, honestly. And you're gonna remind yourself that this is a safe space to be. You're always here with you. And that all we want is truth, honesty, freedom to express our truth. You have that right. It is your birthright. So continue taking those inhales and exhales. Allow for yourself today to communicate with yourself, whether that's through a physical sensation, whether that's communication through your mind's eye, whether it is a memory, a heartfelt feeling, allow yourself to communicate today. Reminding you that communication is both speaking and listening. And you have full range and freedom to play. And when you're ready, we'll continue that breath work, inhales and exhales at your own pace. And we'll bring our focus to our throat chakra. We'll bring our focus, our attention, our heart to the throat. Let's go ahead and clear out the throat at this time if you haven't done so already. Clear it out. Maybe cough, let it out. Yes. Not everything has to be pretty and cordial, right? This is real. So clear out that throat for yourself today. Maybe swallow a couple times. Clear it out. Lick the lips. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll place the hands on the knees. We'll bring the palms up to be receptive to the healing, the exploration that we're going to endure today as we dive into this practice. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and take our first deep inhale here together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it at the top. Big exhale, let it all out. Deep, deep ocean wave breath. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Once again, big inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it at the top. Big exhale, lengthen through the spine for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time here, big inhale for 4, 3, 2. Feeling that chest rise. 1. Holding it at the top. Big, big exhale here. Let it all out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In stillness, keeping those eyes closed. We'll bring the palms of the hands towards the throat chakra. Feel free to place the hands on the throat or keep them an inch or 2 away from the throat. And as we're here, we're going to visualize a blue ray of light being sent to our throat from those palms. Take a couple of seconds here to visualize this for yourself. Receive the healing, receive the activation, explore. What is it that you need today to bring you back to center, 0 point? More listening, more communication through speaking. When you're ready, we'll take 3 ohms. Our first one, here we go. Big inhale. Om. Om. Gently let those hands float down back to your knees. Take one last big breath here. Bring the arms overhead like a triangle. Connect the fingers together. Bring the hands together. Bring them down through the face, in front of the chest. And drop the chin. Maybe swallow a little bit. Amazing job, you guys. Very, very cool. All right, when you're ready, you can go ahead and open up those eyes. Let's go ahead and see what came through today for the oracle reading. All right, so very interesting, you guys. You know that nothing here on earth is coincidence. Everything has cause, effect, everything is energy. Okay, so I began with one oracle deck called Work Your Light. And that was what I was inspired first to open up to. And then about midpoint, I said to myself, because it wasn't congruent with my energetics, I was like, this is not the oracle book today or the deck or cards to inquire. So against my own mental, my intuitive nature said, get up and get the goddesses, because the goddesses were calling me. I was like, okay. So I grabbed the goddesses. I pre-shuffled, and there's a message to this. I pre-shuffled, nothing. I shuffled, nothing. Nothing wanted to come forward. It was as if I had to make a decision and I had to choose a card. So when that happens for me, I shuffle and shuffle until I feel like we are checked, and I lay them all out to be seen. And with using Reiki, I go ahead and connect my hands and I place my hands over them to see, or maybe one sometimes if it's difficult for me. And I can sense which area has more energetics. And so then I reach into that area. The first card that came through, I'm sure that you remember this. There's two cards that wanted to come through today, which is very interesting because we are discussing throat chakra. We are discussing the spectrum. And my inquiry today was, what is the message today, July 15th, 2021, for those intuitives watching the live and the replay regarding the throat chakra and how we can heal, activate, and explore it? Two cards wanted to come out today. The first one that came out was Nike. Now remember that I put them this way, so I don't see them, and I put them all across. And this is the first one that we chose. We, because you and I are co-creating always, right, through energetics. So I'm just going to remind you about what this card is, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you the second card that came through, and then we will take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so the Greek goddess Nike asks you to be present to the beauty and richness discovered in your life so far. You have come this distance, so what are your wins? Celebrating them is key right now to enable you to co-create even more. You live in a world where you may have felt that you were not allowed to celebrate your victories, lest you be cut down for being self-centered. Perhaps you were raised in a family that discouraged you from shining in an authentic way. Being successful at the game of life requires you to refuse the message that you are too much or not enough. Your biggest win is to be yourself, accepting yourself exactly as you are, releasing the idea that you are flawed in any way, and expressing yourself with authenticity. This is the true power of the victory goddess Nike expressed through you. The goddess Nike has another message to share. If you've been struggling to move to the next level of your life, working hard and putting the time and effort in, you will soon find you are finally winning. Your determination and commitment to your intentions are manifesting in your life with beautiful results. All right, so that's the first message that came through today. And then the second one, which is a very different energy. Are you ready? Here we go, different energy. All right, the goddess Yukiona. And this is about stillness. The Japanese goddess of winter, Yukiona, calls you to a practice of daily meditation and stillness to prepare you for greater productivity and results. Being open and receptive, slowing down, and allowing for time to dream activates your partnership with the universe, so you can truly set your intentions in motion. Then, almost without effort, you discover their vibrational match in the world of form. Just as the life force quietly builds within a seed buried under snow, so too will the energy build in the seed of your desires before manifesting with no effort on your part. You will find how easy it is to co-create while implementing a practice of stillness and receptivity. Let others make the first move at this time as you assess and observe the world around you from the profound position of stillness and neutrality. In this way, the world becomes more intimate, yet you know to take nothing personally. When the goddess Yukiona comes to support you, be still. This calls in the miracles. The action now is non-action. Wow. So we are discussing about two different energetics right here. We're looking at Nike and we're looking at Yukiona. All right. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Because I inquired for one card to come through and it could not happen. So instead there were two. And of course, because we are collective here. So it's not to say to do one thing. It's not to say to activate and speak and go and right? Speak your truth, activate it, let's go. And it's not also to just stillness, listen, don't speak so much. It's not about that either. This is about finding range and balance. So where do you fall on the spectrum? Where are the scales? And how can you personally bring it to center? All right, take what resonates, leave the rest. Beautiful, beautiful. Last thing I want to say is what we're listening to right now is musical note G. All right, that's what we have as a sound frequency. We're going to go ahead and get started with our stretch. And I'd like for you to say to yourself as an affirmation today, I have come so far. I have come so far. That is your affirmation. I have come so far. Okay, with your communication, with listening, with speaking, I have come so far. All right. So when you are ready, let's go ahead and find a comfortable position. Go ahead and sit back. Ooh, let's open up those legs. Let's stretch. Take a sip out of that coffee or tea. And let's go ahead and open up into a straddle. Ooh, open up that throat chakra. Open up those legs. Open up the body. Go ahead and hands in front. Find a comfortable position if it's in front, if it's in back, whatever you'd like. Let's go ahead and flex the feet. Energy out through the feet, out through the heels. Nice. And when you're ready, go ahead and use the feet through the metatarsal and point the toes. Nice. And go ahead and repeat that. Flex the feet. Nice. And point through the toes. Beautiful. Maybe a couple more times. Go ahead and roll through the ankles. Bring them forward. Oh, I got a crystal on my heel. Happy Thursday. Happy July 15th, 2021, my friends. Intuitive family. Beautiful. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to bring the right leg in front of the left, crisscross here. And here's what we're going to do. Let's massage the neck a little bit. So hands on the knees. Go ahead and bring the chin all the way down to the chest. Keep the shoulders back. Keep the spine long. We're going to bring our focus to our neck, the back of the neck, top of the spine. And just let the head hang. See how relaxed you can get into this position. So surrendering and melting into the stretch. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lift the chin back to center and bring the head all the way up. Let it come all the way back. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring it back to center. Let's take our gaze to the right. Keep the shoulders where they are. Take a look over to the right side. You're extra open and flexible today. Maybe you want to take a look past your right shoulder behind you. Not compromising the left. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring it back to center. Take it over to the left side. Same thing here. If you're open and flexible here on the neck, see if you can look past the left shoulder. Beautiful. And then bring it back to center. When you're ready, you can go ahead and bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Nice. So when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and take that left arm out. You'll place the left hand on the floor. And you'll already sense and feel that stretch happening on the left side. We're going to bring that right arm just up and over the head. And let's not apply so much pressure. It's just a matter of the weight of the arm or hand, stretching out the neck here. Let's take one big inhale, one big exhale. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release that right arm, bring it back to center, place both hands on the knees, and then take it over to the other side. Nice and gently, nothing too crazy yet, especially regarding the neck. You go ahead and take that right hand out, right hand on the floor. And then when you're ready, you'll place that left hand up and over the head. So like I was saying, right, like where do we fall? Where do we fall on the spectrum? Because communication is so important, always, right, within our relationships, within ourselves. Do you speak often to yourself within the truth, how you feel about things? But also, are you listening, right? Are you listening? Are we listening? Am I listening? Note to self. When you're ready, go ahead and let that arm float down, bring it back to center. Last thing we're doing here, hands on the knees, we're gonna take a look over to the right corner. You're gonna go ahead and release that right arm up and over to the back of the skull. Keeping that spine long, you're gonna go ahead and bring your head or chin down to the chest gently. You'll get a nice little stretch here on the left side of the neck. Nice and slow. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release that right arm, lift the head, and then take it to the other side, left corner. You'll extend that left arm. You'll place it behind the skull. You go ahead and just bring it all the way in gently, reminding you that this is just a stretch. So you're going as deep as you need, as you like. Beautiful. And when you're ready, go ahead and release that arm, bring it back to center. And let's go ahead and add a head pull here to the right when you're ready. Really deep massage here for the neck, for the spine. Activate that throat chakra, mama. Yes, maybe 1 or 2 head rolls. Oof, so good. And then when you're ready, reversing that. And you let the head go. Let it go. Yes, let it go. Beautiful, you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and cross the other leg in front, left leg in front. And let's begin here with some contractions. Yes. Oh my God, Caitlin, we have a friend. I love that. I just noticed. Hi, friend. Nice. So go ahead and bring the chest forward and back. Let's massage the spine. Yay, my mom jumped in. Hi, Mom. Oh my God, you're an angel and you're wearing blue. Amazing. Here we go. Bring the chest forward. So we're gonna massage the spine. So holding onto the knees, bring the chest forward, and then you're gonna bring your elbows back to your ribs. And you're gonna kind of see if you can connect your shoulders behind you. Obviously that's difficult, but that's the objective here, to get that real deep stretch. And then when you're ready, you're gonna go ahead and take it into the completely opposite direction. Using your hands, go ahead and take the back all the way to the back. Let the shoulders concave, let the head fall. Hold onto your knees for support. Get that stretch in your spine. And then repeat when you're ready. Let's go ahead and take 10 seconds here to move through these stretches forward and back at your own pace. So if you're interested or if you like a specific stretch, take more time in that. Yeah, see what you need today. Come into the body. Listen to yourself. What do you need today? Which stretch benefits you most today? Last 4 seconds. 3, 2. Nice. Right back up to center when you're ready. Let's go ahead and take the chest forward and then side. So holding on to the knees, we're going to take a big body roll to the right. And we're leading with the chest. Yes. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and just let the head fall. As you take it to the back, you can bring your head all the way up as you bring the chest forward. Maybe close the eyes so you can really connect with your body. Maybe 2 body rolls to the right and then reversing it to the left side. Yes, big, big rolls. Beautiful. Last 4 seconds. 3, 2, beautiful, and 1. Nice job, you guys. All right, so we're gonna change things up here. Let's go ahead and bring the feet all together. We're kind of looking like a mermaid. We're gonna bring the knees together and bring it to the left side. So left side here, yes. So feet to the left, knees together. We're gonna place our right hand on the floor. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take that left arm up and over to the side. Nice. And then we're gonna get a big, big stretch here. Beautiful. And then just see how far over you can go. And when you're ready, you can take a look down at the hand and up at the left hand. Big, big stretch. And when you're ready, you can take that left arm behind your back, open up the chest. Take a look up to the ceiling. Take a look down to the hand on the floor. When you're ready, you can go ahead and bring that left arm all the way around. Place it on the floor next to your right hand. And there's a slight twist here for the back. Take a look at the floor here. Your focus is in between those hands. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and come out of that. You'll come onto the knees, and then you just switch it to the other side. Nice and gentle. So these are stretches for the neck, for the throat chakra. So same thing here on the other side. We're going to bring those knees together, feet on the right side. You'll place your left hand on the ground. Big inhale, long spine. You'll take that right arm up and over. Take a big stretch to the side. Big inhale, big exhale. Get those obliques stretched out. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. When you're ready, take a look down at the hand on the floor. And then take a look up at the right hand up above. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can go ahead and bring that right arm behind your back. Open up the chest. Take a look up at the ceiling. Maybe you want to close the eyes here so you can really feel that neck stretching, those obliques. And then when you're ready, take a look here down at the left hand. Beautiful. And then last stretch here, we're going to go ahead and bring that right arm around. Place the right hand next to the left. Take a look down at the floor or on your mat. In between those hands, take a couple seconds here to breathe into the stretch. Notice where you have any tension, release, release. Reminding you of today's affirmation, you have come so far. I have come so far. Nice, and when you're ready, go ahead and come out of that. Beautiful. All right, friends, so we're gonna come onto the knees here. If the knees are very sensitive for you, you wanna grab a pillow, you wanna roll up your mat, you wanna bring that pillow behind the knees and take a seat there. You can also roll up the mat and place it on the knees, depending on how you feel, right? We'll be here for maybe 3 minutes. That's all it is, maybe even less than that, maybe 2 minutes. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring that right arm in front, keep the shoulders squared, bring the left arm underneath, pull the arm in. Take a look over at the right shoulder for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release, try the other side. Left arm in front, right arm underneath. Yes, come on, cardio friends, you know this. Get that stretch here. Keep the shoulders squared. Take a look over to the left side. Nice, 3, 2, 1, release. Go ahead and bring the arms in back. Interlace those fingers. Stretch the arms out. Open up the chest. Let the head come all the way up. Beautiful. Last stretch here. We have 2. We have 1 on the right and 1 on the left. We're going to go ahead and bring the arms in front. Cross the right arm over. Nice. We're going to go ahead and bend the arms upwards. And we're going to interlace the hands. So you're going to have the right thumb encompassed by the left fingers. Nice. And while you're here, feeling that tension, all right, we're going to go ahead and drop the chin to the chest for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And as you inhale, go ahead and lift the elbows all the way up as high as you can. Big exhale. Drop the elbows, drop the arms, and shake it out. Nice. Last thing here, let's try the other side. Woo! Left arm over the right. We'll cross the arms. Nice and slow. Same thing here. So this time, left thumb, right, is held by the right hand. Here we go. When you're ready, square those shoulders. Drop the chin to the chest. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And as you inhale, bring those elbows up as high as you can. Feel that stretch in your upper back. Big, big exhale. Drop the elbows, shake it out. Woohoo! Beautiful job. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take the pillow away. If you were standing, come back down. We're gonna go ahead and place the hands and feet or knees on the floor. Tuck those toes when you're ready. Careful here with your wrists, Miss Caitlin. And when you're ready, go ahead and rock it forward and back. As you rock back, you should be feeling a stretch in your heels or in your feet. Yeah, and if you're not feeling much, you can go ahead and just take that seat into those heels while the toes are tucked and feel that stretch happening at the feet. Beautiful. We got 4 seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Let's go ahead and relax the toes. Let's go ahead and flip the palms. So this time, one hand will flip, fingers will face the knees. Feel that stretch happening. When you're ready, you can go ahead and try the other side. Roll the wrists, nice and gently. And then last thing here, hands will come back to center. Let's go ahead and add some undulations, big body rolls here. And let's take a nice 20-second stretch here. Take your sweet time, roll the body out. I'd like for you to visualize yourself rolling through the head, shoulders, ribs, hips. I want you to feel it. Feel the stretch happening in your lower spine, in your upper back, mid back, your hips. Big, big body rolls. Don't forget about the head here. Nice. Last 10 seconds. Beautiful. And when you guys are ready, you can go ahead and bring your elbows down to the floor. And what we're going to try now is a puppy dog stretch. So we're going to go ahead and bring the elbows down to the floor. Beautiful. We're going to take the knees out just a bit, a little farther out. And we're going to try to bring our chest down to the floor. All right. So as you do that, bring the hips back, keep the hips over the knees, and just see how far you can go, reminding you that this is a stretch. Not so much about flexibility, but the stretch. So feel the stretch happening in your upper back and your shoulders. Let's take 2 deep inhales here, 2 deep exhales. Nice. Very nice, my friends. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so when you're ready, go ahead and take a seat on those beautiful booties. We're gonna go ahead and come onto our backs. Yee. So coming all the way to the back, bring the knees into the chest. Roll those ankles out. Reminding you once again of today's affirmations. You have come so far. Reminding you also of the spectrum, the range of communication in the throat chakra. When you're ready, go ahead and extend those legs out as far as you'd like. Flex the feet at the top. Bend through the knees once again. Maybe you're holding your thighs here for support. Extend those legs once again. Keep the feet pointed. Flex the feet when you're ready. And then bending through the knees. Let's do that 2 more times, just like that. Liquid movements, like you're moving through water. Nice. Flex the feet at the top. Woo! And bring bring it back in. Yes, girl. How do those hamstrings feel? Woo! Nice. Stretch those legs. One last time. Point the feet, flex the feet. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and drop the feet here. We're going to bring one knee into the chest. Yes, one knee into the chest. Interlace those fingers, bring them around the knee. Go ahead and pulse, bring them in and release a couple times. Beautiful. And then using that same arm on that side, you're going to go ahead and bring the knee into the armpit. So open up the knee to the side, bring it all the way up to the armpit. A couple times you can pulse it out. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and bring it back to the center. Beautiful. We'll extend that same leg we're using, working leg. We're going to cross the foot up and over to the opposite knee. Go ahead and open up that knee here and see how that feels for you today. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the bottom foot off the floor. Reach the arms through the thighs. Opposite thigh. Go ahead and pull the knee into the chest here. So pretzel position. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Big inhale, big exhale. So while you're here, see if you can relax the shoulders. Take deep breaths, big inhales, big exhales. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and release the thigh. Foot comes back to the floor. We'll retrograde it by extending that working leg, flexing the foot, and bringing the foot all the way back down. Nice work, you guys. Let's try the other side. So we'll bring one knee, opposite knee now into the chest. Interlace those fingers, bring them into the chest. Pulse it out a couple times. Nice. And then using that same arm on that side, you'll bring it to the armpit, pulse it at your own pace, nice and slow. Beautiful. And then you'll bring it back to center. Now when you're ready, you'll go ahead and extend that working leg. You'll place the ankle on the opposite knee. You'll let the knee open up. See how you're feeling here today in those hips. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release that bottom foot off the floor. Reach those arms around the opposite thigh and pull it into your chest. We'll take 3 deep inhales, 3 deep exhales here. Take your time. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the back, reminding you that this is just a stretch. I have come so far. Life is always communicating with me. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can go ahead and release that thigh. Foot comes back to the floor. Extend that working leg one last time. And then just drop the foot. Beautiful, you guys. All right, last thing here, we're going to go ahead and bring both knees into the chest. We're going to let those knees fall open to the sides. And as you're here, take a couple of seconds here to open up the heart, open up the throat, open up the hips. Just feel that openness, right? While you're here, you're also getting that deep stretch in your hip area. If you'd like to go ahead and play with range, you can go ahead and extend those legs out and then just bring them back in a couple times. Yes, but more than anything, feel the openness, the expansion here in the body, right? So again, this is about a stretch, not about flexibility. So just stretching with your body, stretching for what it needs today. Open up that heart, open up, expand the throat chakra. Beautiful. We'll do maybe one more time or maybe one more breath here. Nice work, you guys. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring those knees in together last time. Woo, let the knees fall over to one side. Your choice. You're going to extend the opposite arm out. Bring that palm up. And then use that opposite arm to push the knees down to the floor. Keep your gaze up to the ceiling. Let's take 2 inhales, 2 exhales here. And feel that stretch happening in your back and knee. Nice work, you guys. Carefully bring those knees into the chest. Take them over to the opposite side here. Extend the opposite arm. You can also use the same side. Using that arm, place it on the knee. Push it down to the floor for a deeper stretch. Here we go. 2 inhales, 2 exhales. Deep inhales. Beautiful job, my friends. When you're ready, we'll bring the knees back into the chest. We're going to go ahead and place the feet on the floor. All right, nice work. We made it today. Go ahead and let those knees fall out to the sides. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. All right, and you're going to stay here as long as you can. All right, we're going to keep that openness, that expansive energy. We'll bring the palms up as we lay them down to rest by the sides. Keep your gaze up. Open up the heart, open up the throat, open up the body, open up the mind. Big inhales, big exhales. Shavasana. Beautiful. And let's take these next 30 seconds to catch our breath, regain some energy, and listen to some of these affirmations. Today is a throat chakra day, closing the eyes. Allow yourself to communicate with yourself today. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Here are some affirmations for you. When my genius awakens, I realize I do not have to do everything myself. Deep listening is the way in which I immerse myself in the truth of the world. I now commit to partnering with my genius. It is my duty to share my gifts. When I take center stage, I will be noticed. I have come so far. Everything is perfect as it is. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues I tune into when I'm listening. I hear and refuse the voices in my head that say I can't, I'm unworthy, or not good enough. The world is constantly speaking to me and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. Here is your inquiry for today. What are some personal truths that you need to express right now? What are some personal truths that you need to express right now? In what ways does the universe speak to you and give you personal signs and guidance? And what is your relationship with taking time for rest and being still? Do you feel comfortable allowing yourself time to just be and do nothing? Why or why not? Beautiful work, my friends. When you're ready, go ahead and extend those legs out, keeping those eyes closed. Extend those arms all the way out to your corners. Extend the heels out to the corners. Big, big energy, releasing all of that energy out, out, out. What no longer serves us, release, release. Today is a new day. Happy July 15th, 2021. When you're ready, bring those knees into the chest, nice and slowly. And then you'll come over to the right side into a cradle position. And you'll take a couple more seconds here to inquire with yourself as to what it is that you need to bring yourself back to balance, back into center. Perhaps you are already at center. And perhaps this is a moment to be filled with gratitude. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and turn it on over. Hands and knees will come down to the floor. We'll begin some body rolls here. Last thing here as we get ready to begin or resume our day. Beautiful job, you guys. Nice and slow. When you're ready, go ahead and take a seat on those beautiful heels of yours, or take a seat on that booty, you guys. Amazing job. Bring some noise into that room of yours. Woo! Happy Thursday. Happy Throat Chakra Day. So I encourage you today to speak. If you have been shying away from speaking, speak, speak, speak. You know, there's always an opportunity to do that. Also, if you have been speaking more than listening, right? Me. Take this opportunity to listen, right? Listen more. Also, forms of communication don't just have to be verbal. Feel free to also create a journal for yourself. Maybe write today. Maybe today's a day to write, to begin that journal entry, to begin that writing blog. All right, rub those hands together. Let's go ahead and send each other some healing light, some blue healing light. If you'd like to work on it with yourself as well, you can go ahead and place your right hand on your throat and then left hand out. As you can close your eyes, you can also send it out and receive this blue ray light. Visualizing that healing, accepting that too. What you seek is also seeking you. Amazing, amazing job, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for carving out space and time for yourselves. Happy Thursday once again. All right, your girl is out of town next week, so there will be no live, but there will be replays as well, and I'll be providing that for everyone. Stay tuned because next week we are diving into the third eye and crown. All right. So I'll keep you guys updated. I hope that you have an amazing day. I know that you will. Stay up. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, dolls.